Hello, this is Terry. A little nervous about doing another YouTube video. I'm so new at this. They look easy when everybody else does them. This is a journal I've made. Her name is Blossom, and you can see why. She is a textile softcover book. She feels really good in your hands. She measures 6 by 9. Has lace on her spine, and she has a charm I have made a boho bead. She has a silk ribbon closure and vintage lace from some old linen. Here is a decoupage pocket, a journaling card, and this is a copy from postcards I have of the set. This is a belly band. I do need to say that there are several shops that are featured in this book. Art Vintage, which is this actual picture, came from their butterfly set. I will name the shops that I do know they belong to, but I am going to mention several. Artie Mays, Art Vintage, Screech Owl Studios, Old Design Shop, Deli Girl, Mrs. Cog, Graphics Fairy, and Pinterest. I've had everything cut out for probably over a year, the ephemera. Do not remember where this pattern paper came from. It's a nice heavy cardstock. When I was in Kansas, I bought a textile book and a wallpaper book. Well, actually several of both. My sister-in-law took me to a place she frequents, and we had a really good time shopping there. Here we have a seed packet, and I believe this is Graphics Fairy. I've done this video so many times. I think this is the fourth. We have a flip out here. This is a botanical card, and I have a set of 100, and they were from the New York Botanical Garden Archive. I just inked them up. They came very white. This I got from a Happy Mail. Some old ledger. This is from an old botanical book. This is some children's primary tablet. I like this piece of paper. This I cooked in the oven, and this is staining from the pan, and I really like that. Most of my papers, well, 95% of my papers are dried naturally in my husband's area of the shop. My studio's not big enough for them. Here's a butterfly charm I made. Here's an envelope. I made it from a historical book about Ohio, and there's a wax seal on it. There's another flip out. This is an antique price guide. This is the way I'm doing my envelopes lately. I'm flipping the flat back on itself backwards, and it gives me a pocket here and a tuck spot there. I have a postcard and another journaling card in there. I was so excited today. I received my embellishments from India And wow, they're beautiful. So I had to put some in here. Another journaling card. I try not to overstuff my books. I prefer having them flat where I can write on them. This is a copy of an original art print that I did with India ink on real leaves, and I pressed them down using an old method, and it just turned out very beautiful. So I coffee dyed the copies. This is a letter from the bookmaker. Original format came from Jibbid. Thank you, Jibbid. And we have a textile pocket. Have an embossed tag. This did come from Artie Mays, and it's called Nature Walk. This came from Denise's shop at A Tattered Dream. This is some cool paper I've had for about 25 years. It's got ferns and flowers in it. It's just really lovely paper. I'm running out though. This is also some vellum with the Nature Walk on it. I have a belly band and a quote from Mother Teresa. Another belly band and a sunflower blooms, I believe it is, and that's from Artie Mays. And I decoupaged a little oval circle area and got this little circle tag. I thought, 3 little circles look cute. This is an Edith Holden page. Everybody loves Edith Holden. Tiffany and Company journaling card. This is a little journaling spot I came up with using a deposit ticket. I didn't come up with this idea. Here we have some keys in the center of the signature. I also left all the tails, Salena, so if they bother you, you can cut them off. No harm done. Flip and a tuck spot. This is from Mrs. Cogg's Flowering Trees collection, and they are beautiful. A little journaling spot. We have a corner tuck with some Indian beads embellishments, and it flips up. This is a Rita Donnelly flip. This is some paper I've had for a while. It came that way. It's just some specialty paper, and there's like 4 different styles in that paper pack that look like they're aged. Another textile pocket from that book. A flip, and this is from a vintage sheet. I washed it, then I coffee dyed it. Here's an embellishment I made of a dragonfly. And I can't remember where I got this. It may have been Pinterest. Don't remember. This is another one of Mrs. Cogg's images from the Flowering Tree set. I like that she's got the name of everything. You really can learn a lot about trees when you're walking in the woods, and you have some identification ways to identify them. Some tracing paper, music. These are some vintage playing cards. Some more playing cards. These are not vintage. And one more playing card. I thought the hydrangeas were pretty. I have a playing card here and a butterfly charm. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Just trying to learn how to do this camera and use it. Should have done that earlier, I think. These are some hydrangeas that my husband gave me in this spring, and they were blooming before we planted them. And this is some washi tape. There's several images, I think 4 or 5 of different women on there, vintage women. Here's another piece of the fabric from that book. Journaling spots or cards. Decoupage the library card with a napkin, and this book belongs to. I left the card empty in case you want to write something different on it than the name. And this is the hottest thing around. It's Tim Holt's stitched slots, and there's space for 5 cards or tickets or whatever you want to put in here. We have a Tim Holtz photo booth. Save the date. Journaling cards. This is another kit of Mrs. Coggs that's really cool. It's called Butterfly Babies, and they are really sweet. They all have their own names and a little description. And this one's name is Gray Coma. To October brings the shining glory of her wings. October for the pretty elf spreads orchid fruits with help yourself. And they're just really cute. Check that kit out. And just a vintage card. Thank you so much for watching. My plans are to film some more journals. I have a few completed. Want to just double check over some. And hope to have some videos up in, well, within the next month. We'll say that. Thanks. Y'all have a good day.